Hi, my name is Robert Belle. Welcome back to my channel. I am in part 4 of the Identity Hijack series. Welcome back for those of you who have been following this series. If you are new here, you have 3 videos that you can catch up with. You want to go back and watch them. I promise you, you will gain something of value in it. We've been talking about how to use creativity to extract our identity. The video before this, part 3, talked about how to use creativity to solidify and cement our identity. I want to bring this conversation of identity not necessarily to a close, but just for a pause in part 4 of this series. And what I want to look at today is how we can flip the script on our identity. What do I mean by flip the script? In part 2, I talked about not letting your profession define you, but describe you. And I want you to now shift from the profession defining you to you defining the profession. I want you to redefine your profession. Yes, as crazy as it sounds, I'm the crazy guy. I want you to bring your uniqueness to your profession. And it doesn't mean you're gonna have this elastic sort of change in your profession, but at least in the manner in which you execute and the manner in which you come to play, the manner in which you show up in your profession. You need to redefine your profession based on your uniqueness. What are you bringing to the table? If you're a lawyer, what space are you playing in? What uniqueness are you bringing to this profession of law? You're a doctor, you're an accountant like me. What am I bringing to this profession of accountancy and finance? And what I bring is helping finance professionals unlock their creativity and use it to reposition themselves, to increase their value. I'm not letting the stereotypical characteristics of an accountant or finance person define me or identify me. I am bringing new identity or new definition to my profession. And I do that using creativity, using my uniqueness, because I know my identity. So I have a YouTube channel here into personal development, into wellness. My identity is not restricted to who an accountant is supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know how someone is supposed to be, but stereotypically, characteristic of an accountant is quiet, laid back, and I get that. And perhaps the profession has contributed to such characteristics because we used to be in the back office. But with the 4th industrial revolution, that's changing. These manual, mundane tasks are just being automated. No longer do I have to sit just bored and repeating over and over and over. Now I can provide insights. I can be analytical. I can provide value to my organization, to the business, and to any other part of my life. And so what if I'm an accountant in my day job? Doesn't mean that I'm an accountant the rest of my life or the rest of the day. I have so many hours in the day that I can use to, bring out my identity. I want you to learn to flip the script. Flip the script. And as I told you in the previous video, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you how to do. I'm going to tell you need to just bring your uniqueness into it. Find a specific problem that your personality, your identity, your uniqueness can address, and use it and replicate it across your profession, even if it's one person at a time. Now, I'm not saying everyone should go out and try and be a celebrity. It's not about being a celebrity. It's just about making a change, having an impact, creating something that's novel and useful in your profession. If engineers would approach things like this, what can I do to make it better? What in my ideas, my curiosity, what can that lead me to help the profession of engineering or whatever it is? You can do so much to help change the society, to change your profession, to better position it. And I do that in my profession of accountancy and finance. And when I saw all the predictions, that the jobs that will highly be automated, data entry clerks, payroll things, I saw that I was so excited because I've been pushing this concept since the early 2000s that the accountant needs to move away from these mundane tasks and provide more value to organizations. And it just warms my heart when I see all these professional reports saying that. And that's why I don't fear talking about this, because I've been doing it for a very long time and now I'm making it public. You need to find that space. What space do you play in your profession that you can help to redefine it? Do it. And we've probably ended up in this position because we have turned our face fully towards compliance and conformity. Compliance and conformity. Now, I'm not saying here not to be compliant with laws and regulations. No, I'm talking about being compliant with the identity of the profession, with the identity of a career, with the identity of being compliant with just everything the boss says. We've passed that stage. We've passed the stage where the boss says do 1, 2, 3 and you do it. Now the boss says I need 1, 2, 3 done. Find a way to get it done. That's why creativity is the #1 in-demand soft skill. In-demand soft skill according to LinkedIn 2019 and 2020. World Economic Forum says in 2015 that creativity will be the #3 in-demand soft skill by 2020. And boy, were they right. It's definitely because we're moving away from a lot of management to leadership. Management is just about the mechanics, the technical know-how. You got to be at your desk by this time. You have to do it this way. Directly contributing inputs to outputs. No, we've moved that. With this 4th industrial revolution and this new way of work, right? The Internet of Things. We're moving towards leadership. We're moving towards more leaders where these are your objectives. Figure out a way to get it done and I will guide you. And that's what I do. That's what I do with my clients, with my coaching. I'm guiding you. I'm telling you I need you to get here and I'm going to guide you along the process. So this is what you need to do. I want you to augment and supplement this whole concept of conformity and compliance, I said compliance and conformity, with creativity and curiosity. So augment compliance and conformity with creativity and curiosity. Become creative about ways to get things done better. Become curious about connections between the not obvious. Interdisciplinary knowledge. How can you bring something that you've learned in one discipline into the next? In my career, I've done sales, I've done marketing, I've done IT, and in every role, in every function that I go to, I bring something that I've learned from another discipline that I could put into, whatever the task that I'm doing. That's how you begin to redefine your profession. Guys, I hope you're finding value in this video and in these tips. This is what I did, and I'm just sharing with you what I've done. That's why I've created this channel. You just move away from your profession defining your identity and you redefining the profession. And I guarantee you that will give you a great competitive advantage, will increase your value and make you more money. Absolutely. I hope you've enjoyed this Identity Hijack series. I hope you found value into it. As a matter of fact, let me know in the comments, because I'm wrapping up this conversation right now. This video is a bit longer. I really want to know, what has stood out for you the most in this Identity Hijack series? What has been the most profound thing that you have connected with? This helps other viewers. It helps me know what you're connecting with so I can begin to give you more content along those lines. I really hope you found value into this. If you have, like the video, comment, and if you haven't, subscribe to the channel so you can be notified, and share it with someone. Share it with someone who you want, who's looking and yearning for that next level of growth in their life and in their career. And I'll sum it up with this: a personal experience. I've been able to understand my creative journey and trust myself, trust and believe in the inspiration that I get, the curiosity that I have. And when I began this crusade and this championing of creativity, I wrote down 3 things that creativity gives you. 3. And I said it gives you knowledge of your purpose, clarity of your vision, and revelation of your value. Don't ask me why. I just wrote that down. That's just thinking and meditating. Those are the 3 things that came to me, and I wrote them down exactly like that. And when I talked about knowledge of purpose, it wasn't just about a theoretical knowledge. Oh, I know what I'm meant to do. It's not just about finding your purpose. It's about finding and developing, right? Because many of us find our purpose, find who we're meant to be, and we get scared and we run away. We run away because we're like, no, I don't believe that. Can I give you an example? When I tell you that you're creative, you run away and say, no, not me, not me. You found your purpose. Many times people have told you, you are so good in this comes so naturally to you, you should pursue it more. And you're like, no, that is not me. Well, you need to find and develop yourself. Anyway, so those are the 3 things that I said creativity gives us. One day I came across an article in the Journal of Psychology, and it was talking about identity formation. I hadn't read this before, and I'm not trying to say that I came up with some new knowledge. I'm just telling you that I've learned to trust my process and believe in my intuition and my creativity and my innovation. So this article talking about identity formation said that the identity formation has 3 stages. Number 1, discovering and developing one's potential. Number 2, choosing one's purpose. And number 3, finding opportunities to exercise that potential and purpose. Wow. Now, if you look at that and look at the 3 punches I talk about of creativity, no wonder I say creativity is an identity extractor. I have no doubt in my mind that creativity is absolutely an identity extractor. And I dropped the mic on that.